Let's read this Bible story titled Elisha Heals Naaman. This takes place in the book of 2 Kings, chapter 2 through chapter 5. Elisha picked up the cloak that had fallen from Elijah and went back and stood on the bank of the Jordan. Then he took the cloak that had fallen from him and struck the water with it. "Where now is the Lord, the God of Elijah?" he asked. When he struck the water, it divided to the right and to the left, and he crossed over. The company of the prophets from Jericho, who were watching, said, "The spirit of Elijah is resting on Elisha." And they went to meet him and bowed to the ground before him. Elisha continued to perform miracles in the same way that his master, Elijah, had done. He became well known throughout Israel as a man of God. Now Naaman was a commander of the army of the king of Aram. He was a great man in the sight of his master and highly regarded. Because through him the Lord had given victory to Aram, he was a valiant soldier, but he had leprosy. Now bands from Aram had gone out and had taken captive a young girl from Israel, and she served Naaman's wife. She said to her mistress, "If only my master would see the prophet who is in Samaria, he would cure him of his leprosy." So Naaman went with his horses and chariots and stopped at the door of Elisha's house. Elisha sent a messenger to him and said, "Go, wash yourself 7 times in the Jordan, and your flesh will be restored, and you will be cleansed." But Naaman went away angry and said, "I thought he would surely come out to me and stand and call on the name of the Lord his God, wave his hand over the spot and cure me of my leprosy. Are not Abana and Pharpar, the rivers of Damascus, better than the waters of Israel?" Naaman's servants went to him and said, "My father, if the prophet had told you to do some great thing, would you not have done it?" So he went down and dipped himself in the Jordan 7 times, and his flesh was restored and became clean like that of a young boy. Then Naaman and all his attendants went back to the man of God. He stood before him and said, "Please let me, your servant, be given as much earth as a pair of my mules can carry, for your servant will never again make burnt offerings and sacrifices to any other god but the Lord." Understanding the story. Elisha inherits his master's spiritual powers and continues Elijah's mission to reestablish God's covenant with Israel. Naaman's miraculous healing shows that God's care extends to other nations, whereas Israel has abandoned God to worship foreign deities. A foreigner renounces his gods and worships the Lord. Thank you, Lord, for your word. Come on back tomorrow. We'll do it again.